All right. Hopefully we're good to go. Let's see. Let me change one more thing here. Okay. Alright, we're getting started even a little later than we have been lately. Because we're trying to finish up a question in that Hogwarts game. But we're here now. We're here now.
I won't let the team down, chump.
We get the Fanboy Leeroy just came out today. With the paint still dripping. I said, that boy, Leeroy, new Leeroy. Second time they put out a Leeroy portrait. Yeah, Glavy, he says, no one sees this message. I didn't see it. Buffet Biggin. Whoa. Huh. I'm guessing Sneed is better than Leadrin, but Leadrin is more unique. Let's glance at win rates. Sneed's played win rate 63.5%, deck win rate 60%, just for fun. Tyrion. Yeah, deck win rate 55%, played win rate 53%. Tyrion ain't what he used to be. Blood Matriarch, deck win rate 59%, played win rate 59%. So Sneed is typically better than the Blood Matriarch. I'm gonna take the Sneed, but Blood Matriarch is more unique. Primordial Protector is really good if we get, like, immortalized in stone. Priest of the Deceased is the safer pick. I'm gonna take Primordial Protector, and we'll see if I end up... Whoa! So, if I don't draw Garden's Grace... Does anybody know? I don't think Garden's Grace activates while in deck, right? The cost one less for each amount you've spent on holy spells in this game, I don't think that happens in your deck. I think if you play Primordial Protector, it will still pull the 10, right? Does anybody know for sure? It's an unusual interaction. Game of Tyrion used to be cold. Now it says, I think it counts as 10. While in deck. This is pass. Next question. Now, I'm gonna take Garden's Grace. I hope it works the way I think. Take a red herring. Gammas is there uncertain. Let's take a bog beast, but I don't know. Everything I'm drafting's kind of heavy right now. Take a Noyotron over a Chillwind Yeti. That's not heavy. Feast and Famine's pretty good, but I love Argent Protector. I'm gonna take Argent Protector. Treasure Guard's okay. Gnome Private's okay. Which one do I like better? I'm gonna take Treasure Guard. There's a Light Ray. I don't think I trust Light Ray right now. I'm gonna take Beaning. Take a draw. Oh, so draw a Holy Spell. Ooh. Man, I'm gonna go even heavier with the Forge Fiend. Man, this deck's too heavy. I don't want to draw the Guardian's Grace because I want the Primordial Protector to draw the Guardian's Grace. I don't know. Seafloor Savior's amazing. I like Bloodguard too, but Seafloor Savior's amazing. Oh no! Oh no! Frontlines works with Primordial Protector, but it's a really stupid card to take. Oh, but Night of the Nightman has negative synergy with... Oh no! Maybe the Knight of Anointment will draw the Blessing of Kings instead. Or the Righteous Defense. Man, I love Sea Cloud Buckler, but I think Righteous Defense is even better. Curious about win rates here. Wait, Glavy, 53 months of subs. I know I've used this before, but here's my prime sub. Because 53 is a prime number? Because 53 is a prime number? I don't even have our stream controls running. Bucket pick? You think Sinstone Totem is the pick here? You think it's as good as the other two? Top tier Sinstone? Alright. First sub of the day. We're getting started real late. Did it come up? I can't... What? What? That's right, 53 is Prime. There we go. Always happy to have Glavy here, and all the best to you, Glavy. All the best. Alright, I just remembered something really quick. I don't know if Lightning is still here, but Lightning was talking about that Star Sword game? What was Star Sword? Was that it? Shoot, what was it? Shoot, I forgot. Not Star Sword, Sword Star? I used to have, I have Steam open. I'm like, I'll put that on my Steam radar, but I forgot what the name of it was. Shoot, I don't remember it. I don't remember where it was. Sword Ship, there it is. Glavy remembers. There it is. Oh, it's got a demo. It's got a free demo. Yeah, put it on my radar. Put it on my radar, it's an arcadey looking game. Oh, excuse me. Thanks, Race Defense, for the anti-draw synergy. To try to have a lower odds of drawing Guardian's Grace and also discount the Guardian's Grace when we have it. Yeah, I mean, I really like Righteous Defense. Righteous Defense, lower win rate than I would expect by far, 53%. Whereas the Seed Cloud is 60%. I'll be convinced, I think. Says, come on, that's not Paladin skin. The game disagrees. Good to see Sinister. If I didn't say huh, I'm not sure if I did. Another Argent Protector. A Geist. For Quel'Thas. For Quel'Thas is another way for Knight of Anointment to draw a card that's not Guardian's Grace. I like it okay. I like Call Grant you to a degree too, but... Equality is another holy spell. It's another thing for Knight of Anointment to draw that is not Guardian's Grace. I like the Dark Iron Dwarf in this deck to a degree. One thing we can do here that may come up is, like, on turn 10 plus, we can do a quality Sneed to kill, you know, like 5 big minions. I don't know. Suspect versus another Treasure Guard. I mean, I really like Suspect. I think I'll take it. I like the reason I like Treasure Guard is for more chances to draw Sneed. Mooncatcher is great with Seafloor Savior specifically. Seal of Blood, I'm a big fan of, but I don't know. If I get the Seafloor, I'm going to go for the combo. Could be foolish. This is another holy spell to discount the Guardian's Grace and that the Knight of Anointment could draw, but I'm still going to take the Mooncatcher if I've already got the Seafloor. Discover a Paladin card can be exciting. Scorpion can be exciting. Divine Toll is another really big holy spell for Guardian's Grace. I think I would take Scalebane if I didn't have the Primordial Protector. But because I have the Primordial Protector, I'm going to take another big holy spell. Buffet Biggin's amazing. Ring of Courage is okay, but I think I'm going to take the Chef here. Ring of Courage has been doing well in this meta for me, to be honest, but I'm going to take the Chef. Piggyback over Guild Trader? I got, like, nothing to do with Guild Trader. Taking in Balmer with a Geist and maybe some other undead. The Stromund Guard could serve us well, too, especially with the Biggins. There's another holy spell, but I think I'll take Loot Hoarder anyway. Alright. So I've got 2 big spells for Primordial Protection. We never did get Immortalized in Stone. We got the Sneed. We got 2 Buffet Biggins. We got the Seed Cloud Buckler. We got the Discover Paladin card. We got the Seafloor Savior with the possible Mooncatcher combo. We got a Geist. We got 2 Archer Protectors. A lot of stuff I like in this deck. A lot of stuff I like. But is it good enough to stand up against, like, Paladins? I don't know. Maybe not. Wait, what? Lightning. Lightning did a thing. That's a weird thing. This is an experiment. No longer want to see this? Click to disable it. I probably will click to disable that. I don't know. That thing's weird. Lightning's pulling out features I didn't know existed. Thanks, it's extremely weird, right? I'm probably gonna turn it off. At least turn it off from me seeing it, but that's a weird thing. Thanks, Twitch told me to. Huh. I mean... Am I missing this? I mean, I guess I'll explain it. It says there's a... Maybe they don't see anything? You're a mod, so it could have sent it to you, but yeah, it says Lightning shared their watch streak of 3 streams, I guess. It says privately with you and mods, although it's not private anymore because I said it. So yeah, there's a new watch streak feature, I guess, which I don't. Oh, this must be bugged. We're at 0-0. This must be bugged. We're at 0-0. It must be. Yeah. Torn shared their watch streak, which also says 3 on my end. I mean, the only thing I could see doing with it is it's like, you know, hey, try and make people show up for every stream. Try and make people show up for every stream. It's like, hey, if you can share a watch streak of 100,
The light shall bring victory.
I'll give you a thumbs up. You know, that's the only thing I can think of using it for. Incentives for people building up their watch streak. Force them to log in and see the stream. Forced engagement, you know. This is just a massive bug. Not seeing any watch streaks. Yeah, lightning press that button. Torn press that button. I'll probably turn it off soon on my end. Because I don't see any reason to see it. At least right now. So I know it is. Does give you Paladin vibes. I like skins that actually seem to fit with the class. I know Leeroy's Paladin WoW. Well, so Leeroy was a Paladin WoW, but that's kind of not the whole story. Because, you know, Leeroy was trying to get Devout Shoulders, which was valid for healing Paladins, but the Devout Shoulders were not the Paladin Shoulders. They were the Priest Shoulders, really. So, he was a Paladin wearing cloth gear. Or trying to get cloth gear.
Hi, pal.
That's a big hello. I like it.
Not on
Maybe he's Hunter. Everything's Hunter gear.
my responsibility.
Everything.
Hey, I got you, friend. Too spicy.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find a picture of this really quick. Leeroy, Warlords of Draenor.
Who here can spell Zinjari?
Yeah, there you go. So you could save Leeroy. You could resurrect and save Leeroy during Warlords of Draenor. If you did it successfully and you beat the boss for Leeroy, if you beat it for him, then he would get the Devout Shoulders that he'd been seeking for like over a decade at that point. And then you could recruit him to join your garrison. And so he'd be walking around your garrison with the cloth shoulders, with the Devout Shoulders, even though the rest of his gear is plate. And so that was fun. It was a fun, I don't even know if you want to call it an Easter egg or not, but a fun reference that you could enjoy if you were playing Warlords of Draenor.
Two is company. It's going to be okay.
This is my responsibility.
Too spicy.
This is my responsibility.
So one day they'll give you some mobile-only mod feature that none of you can see. That'll show you. It won't show me unless you talk about it, because I won't see it. That's a sign certificate showing that you got a thumbs up from save as you dream. Mine too, but I won't give myself a thumbs up. It seems self-serving.
Too spicy.
This is my
Oh shoot, is Deck Tracker not running? See, I've used, a lot of times I start this stuff up while we're doing the variety stream, but the frame rates have been so bad in Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not starting up like BattleNet or Deck Tracker or anything while we're playing Hogwarts, because the frame rate is just so bad. I want to try to do anything I can to help it out. Fancy the parent nerf is 6 or more now. As far as I know, they have not actually announced what the nerf will be, just that the card itself is going to get nerfed. Parent nerf is only repeat spells cost 6 or more. It's actually a buff in a rank. Play Arcane Overflow, not mess up repeating a rune slash frame check. Except repeating Arcane Overflow is one of the strongest things you can ever do with a parrot. So, I would not call that a buff, personally.
One thumb to get you after I'm done.
Too spicy. Need a bit more spice over here.
What's the attack sound? It's just cheers. Cheers!
Cheers!
I guess?
Hey, give me that!
The battle! The battle!
This is... what? This is cheers! Wait, what? Gallardon Core. I'm finding Gallardon Core. Yeah, I remember Alpha, which is... You know what? I didn't remember the name of the planet. Welcome to Gallardon Core, where no good deed goes unpunished. I actually just watched this episode super recently. Within the last month, I watched this episode, The Enemy, with Jordy on the planet with the Romulan. Although it's apparently referred to in some other episodes? Referred to in Voyager, it's referred to in Unification 2. Huh. I actually just recently rewatched that episode. Very recently. Very, very recently. I watched that episode, and I watched Conspiracy recently. Yeah, well, they can discover a Paladin core, which is a problem. Means I should have played Silverhand Recruit. I should have played Silverhand Recruit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's a problem.
Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I appreciate...
Excellent decision.
I appreciate Kilbas's 20 months of sub. I do. I do, but... I didn't track the copycat because I was looking at that memory alpha link. So I might lose this match because of it. Oh no. Gavin says I gotta get more hero skins.
Was that in the playbook?
Oh shoot, wow. Okay.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Mocha shares concerns of other streamers. Uh-oh. It's on TV. Streamer remember Gallardon Core, the way it remembers Pearl Harbor. For some reason, she's reading Picard's lines and Sean Connery's voice.
What'll wet your whistle?
And the history. History. Same way it remembers Pearl Harbor. This who's your favorite celebrity fanboy? Wait, celebrity fanboy, do you mean somebody who is a fan of a celebrity, or do you mean a celebrity that is a fan of a certain thing? This give me a 1-mana divine toll, but it may not matter. Maybe it will matter. Actually, it doesn't matter, because I always win here. This is more fun. Alright, well, I didn't lose. I didn't lose the copycat. Alright, take that win to Glavy with 53 months of sub, and a Kielbasa with 21 months of sub. Both very appreciated. And someone who was a fan of celebrities, a famous fanboy. 1 win, no loss. A famous fanboy? So, it's not quite celebrity. Because I don't know if I know any celebrity fanboys, because it's just not something I would pay attention to. If I really thought hard about it, maybe I could think of somebody, but I can't think of anything. Right, so Sisters has got to be Red Shirt Guy, right? But that's not a fan of celebrity, it's a fan of particular things. Also, I want to say that Red Shirt Guy ended up having some political opinions that I don't agree with. I want to say that came up recently, where Red Shirts guy started tweeting some stuff that was a bit iffy. But regardless, that would still be a fan of a thing rather than a celebrity. Thank you very much to Beeb with the 5 months of sub.
Excellent decision.
Hopefully we can win another game and dedicate it to you. Gonna toss that Kings. Gonna just keep these. I found Primordial Protector is interesting. What was I looking for? Richard Guy can if you want. I'm gonna allow Git's message. As long as you're directing it at me. I would deny that message was directed at any member of chat. Be excellent to each other. It can be a little bit less excellent towards me. Not completely non-excellent, but that one's fine. But yeah, no, so in a similar fashion, let me see if I can bring this up. In terms of, not celebrity fanboys, but fanboys in general, the closest thing I can think of is a man named, Steve Sansweet. Steve Sansweet. See if I can find a particularly good picture. I've seen better pictures than this. I've seen better pictures of this, of the Steve Sansweet.
Why am I thinking so much?
Yeah, oh, this one's pretty good, I guess. This one's pretty good. So Steve Sansweet was a big Star Wars fan, big Star Wars collector. You know, I think this is his personal collection. But so this is just like one small section. His collection looks like a store. His collection looks like a store because he's got all lined up on shelves like this. But, you know, this is just a very, very small portion. He was, I'm not sure if he still is, but he, like, was the biggest Star Wars collector in the world. And he became such an expert on it that he wrote books about it, and eventually Lucasfilm hired him. I forget what his job title is, but Lucasfilm hired him, like, over a decade ago, because he was keeping better track of their merchandise than they were. And so, in terms of fanboys, Steve Sansweet would be pretty high up there on my personal list. Or was it sad or admirable? Well, the fact that he got a job out of it, I think makes it admirable. In the same way of, you know, streamers who happen to enjoy a game. I genuinely enjoy Hearthstone Arena, and now, thanks to generous viewers like Beeb, like Kielbasa, like Glavy with their subs, you know, make a little scratch off it. The finger thing means the taxes. Oh, there's city tax. I think it's a sign. I said the finger thing means the taxes. And here's city tax. I could draw 2 buffet biggins with this, which is kind of interesting. Look on A, look on B. Yeah, okay, so why would I bother talking to chat? I agree. If that's the skin's supposed to be Leeroy, it sure is.
Voting for you! How dare you?
How dare you play Nerubian? Right. How do you feel about applesauce? Well, I feel it has too many carbs for me to eat in general. Otherwise, it's fine.
Need a bit more spice
It's soft. It's easy to eat if you got any tooth problems going on or something. He's a happy cow. He's got an unbelievable. Holy cow, that was unbelievable. They just wiped out my entire board with the Void Flare. They have at least 4 spells in hand. 2 of them are discovered. No, one of them is discovered. Another one could be discovered. Oh man, no. Oh no. No, that's really awful. That's really awful.
From the rich to the
Because what about the organic stuff with no added sugar? Is that too much still? I bet it would be. I mean, apples have quite a lot of natural sugars, I believe. If I say like all natural applesauce nutrition, do we get any semi-accurate results back? In 1 cup, now 1 cup is a lot, right? 1 cup is a lot. But in 1 cup of unsweetened applesauce, 27 carbohydrates. 25 if you subtract the fiber, it looks like. Now that is a lot. That is a lot. That's a full cup. But yeah, 25 grams of carbohydrates, that's like your whole day. That's like your whole day on a keto diet. So that's not going to work out super well if you're trying to do a keto diet.
sharing is caring.
Reporting for duty.
They say 25 grams of carbs is basically your breakfast. I mean, if you're not doing a low carb thing, 25 grams of carbs is not much at all. It's really not. But if you're doing a keto diet, it's everything. Quantum, great to see you. Hope you're doing well today. I think apples alone for like 25 grams. No apples. No apples. No apples. You could have like 3 blueberries. You could have like three blueberries. But yeah, fruit is a no-go. Fruit is a no-go really on keto. It's all vegetables. You know, you can do broccoli and cauliflower. Even some vegetables you have to be careful of. Carrots have quite a bit of carbs. Corn has quite a lot of carbs. You know, that's why it's sweet corn. So yeah, you gotta be cautious of everything if you're trying to do a keto-style diet. Just eat 2 corns on the cob, some carrots along with some pork chops. I like corn on the cob. I do. It can be kind of messy though, so I don't want to eat it on stream. Holy cow! This player, what the hell?
Unbelievable!
They just got 2 815s. They used that really good void flare against him, and they pulled this off. I better hope I can I don't even know if Neptulon can help me.
Waters give life.
I got the jailer.
Sharing is caring.
All right. Well, it's so easy to beat us here as a priest. What the hell have I wandered into? Truth is always the answer. Truth is, but yeah, double powered fortitude partner and crime. That's insane. Gets up and they have Battle Master for 32 damage. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Can you get Neptulon? Maybe not actually. Maybe can you summon a random? You know, you can't evolve. You can't evolve into Colossals. But can you get a Colossal off summon a random minion with X cost? Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. I could have gotten Thaddeus as an 11/11 taunt, right? The new Thaddeus. At turn 8, there's like hundreds of stats on board on both sides. Heroes on both sides. Chemist, what's the benefits of keto for you if you can ask? I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor. They kill the 1111. And they use my Garden's Grace against me for a 1320 Divine Shield. Holy cow. Well, there's no way to win. I don't think. Wait. Hold on, there's an equality in my deck. There's an equality in my deck. If I could find the equality, maybe. Equality is the best with city tax, but I need extra chances to find equality. That's not it.
Always make food, never eat food. Reporting for duty.
Alright, so if they don't kill me, they need 9 damage to kill me. If they don't kill me, and they don't have Sonic Holy Nova, then drawing equality here could be really good. I mean, the odds are not in our favor, but what can you do? Because we might have a problem here. Oh, we're fine. We're totally fine. They're gonna have no cards here. We're gonna top deck equality, and we're gonna be back in it. You wanna get the Colossal Arms? You would, because that's how Colossals work. Ah! There goes my taunt. They could have ate the 8/8. So this is still fine, honestly, if we draw equality 1 in 16. It's not equality. Okay, so now we have nothing. Now we have nothing.
To battle! The battle!
What a crazy game. This is why I played Taunt Minion, because I was needed to set for equality. The taunt was almost irrelevant. I'm not going to get 2 turns out of the taunt. All I need to do is set for equality. I need more small minions on board in case they play small minions. Or a couple of mid-sized minions. Now it's too late for equality. Now it's too late for equality.
I've heard of it.
Because the equality was irrelevant. I disagree.
Secret agent coming through!
If I get try this feature, tell me if you see it save. Like 5 people already did it. Quantum, I turned it off. If you talk about the watch streak, I turned it off. It made it hard to see, like, Beeb sub for 5 months. Definitely can't dedicate this win to Beeb, though, because we didn't win. We died super hard. There's a combo. There's a combo.
You're the MVP! Let's try that again sometime.
You're the MVP. Wow. But no, seriously, I mean, good on them, I guess. Drafting 2 Powered Fortitudes is bold. Bold. So if we the Bog and then the Borg. Well, we have a Bog Beast in the deck. And that was the taunt that Git wanted me to play. So actually, the Bog made sense. Alright. I didn't miss any other messages from Beeb, did I? Stay for youth support. Where did it even go? There it is.
Versus Rexar!
Let the hunt begin.
I am so pumped for this game!
Okay. Well, coin 2 into 2 into 3, maybe, although they might have an easy way to deal with the Leaderboard. There was the equality I needed last game. Now they can also do a Finn with the 7 months of sub.
Excellent decision.
7 months of, I actually kind of want to play this one all day.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll play that one all day, because doesn't Mandalorian Season 3 come out at midnight? Or am I way off? Doesn't Mandalorian Season 3 start any time now? Finn says, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll just play This Is the Way. I'll stream. Anything safe does a throw.
I smell an ambush.
Every single thing. Guess I'm still gonna put up the Divine Shield here, even though it doesn't help me too much at all. Yeah, I'm gonna open up.
No, that's not right.
Open up Disney Plus and have it in the background here, because whenever season 3 of The Mandalorian comes out, then maybe that's when the stream ends. They might put it up in just a couple of hours. That'd be a really short stream.
One thumb to get you after I'm done.
It's the thing. I did see that story. I don't got anything to say about it. I saw what you're talking about. Okay. Good time to draw the big one. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna let him keep the arms dealer.
Hey, give me that!
Because they discovered the last, I guess. I mean, they would have only had 1 mana left anyway, but you're not wrong.
Join the spirits.
Cheers!
Disney needs to invest in New Year's positive role models for 20 to 30-year-old children. I mean, is that not Mandalorian? Disintegrate Jawas and help out the kids, you know? Alright, yeah. Thank you, Finn, with 7 months of sub. Hope we can dedicate a win to Beeb and Finn. Hopefully. Mandalorian's on season 3. It's too old. Need the next generation of heroes. Star-Lord is kind of a big kid, but, you know, Star-Lord's been around even longer. What we need is live-action Goku. Disney needs to buy Goku and do live-action Goku, and then we'll be set. I need that cleaving minion to die. Normally I'd hit the 3-1 over there, but I need that cleave to die. The cleave is too strong against our big end.
Yes, you are!
Oh, come on! No! What are these opponents? Every opponent has crazy combos. Oh, man. Can't do anything. Can't do anything about that right now.
All I can eat!
Two is company!
Can't do nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stupid, sexy shade hounds with their metallic-looking bones. Just lost, but I already lost the last one. How many do I deserve to lose? I'm setting you up to say all of them. I'm setting you up. Yeah, when they attack with the 6-5, they're gonna buff this 3-3 to 5-5.
The streets are not safe!
And they mana thirst the taunt. Holy cow. Wow. These games have just been terrible for us.
Freeze a crowd.
To battle!
If that comes back as a 2-5 taunt at least. I mean, I need this to die, but if I kill it now, I die, which is a problem. Just insanity. Just insanity. Because they're gonna buff that 5-5 again. Another infused Gargan, which they can buff to... which they can buff to 5-7. And now they've got more buffs. And now they've got more buffs. It's just a nightmare. It's just an absolute nightmare. Both these games. We lose both times to massive stat buffs. Jeez. Okay. Wow. I really thought we'd be doing better than this. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. You've had questions, but that one goes outside of my perception.
I am so pumped for this game.
Just trying to come out of the lobe, keeps us to fight massive stat buffs. I'm out of rune arcs. I'm out of rune arcs. Problem.
These are due back tomorrow.
Hi, pal.
Hello.
Can't do anything this gen either. Oof. Oof.
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
What's your prediction for this deck? I would have guessed exactly 7. I would have started to say 8. I would have started to say 8, and I would have said, nah, people are too strong, 7. Yes. Campbell's prediction was 16.8. Maybe you're right. You're not supposed to have more loss than wins. I agree. I agree. We lost in such similar ways both games, which is super surprising when it's Priest and Hunter. 6.9. Nice. That means we can still go 7. We could. We could, but unfortunately we're up against the best class at 1-2. Because the Paladins do very poorly, even the ones that look good. We've gone 8, 3, 4, 4, 10, 5, 6. So quite a few 3s, 4s, and 5s, but we got an 8, we got a 10.
Puzzling.
One Sunday gets you after I'm done.
He's on 3-4 settings, yeah. It's rough when you're seeing mages discovering spells at 1-2. It's rough. Says that before a long time, wonder why the name is Safe 517. I mean, I made the name specifically for Twitch to create a streaming account. And so I wanted a name that was sort of gaming related. And I wanted I literally, I'm not even meaning. I wanted something that was cold and impersonal. I wanted something mechanical. Because I'm not here to talk about my day. And then the 17, we happened to have started streaming in 2017, which seems so long ago now. But that wasn't why I did 17, it really wasn't. The reason I did 17 was because I thought, well, the only way I'll keep streaming is if anybody gives me money. Which I didn't expect, but then they did, like Phoebe and Finn. And that's why we're still here. And, but yeah, my thought was like, if somebody did subscribe, what would I even, like, say?
Why?
I thought of Crip.
So much?
I thought of Crip, because I don't know if Crip still does it, but at the time, you know, Crip would do Welcome to the $5 Club and would do the brofist thing. And so I was thinking, like, what would I say? So I was trying to think of a gaming-related phrase to say. And so, yeah, I thought of the opening speech in Half-Life 2, which was actually pretty influential on me. It was the first time I'd seen something that well acted in a game. There had been voice acting in games before that, but it was all pretty shoddy. Half-Life 2 was the first, you know, lifelike animations and good acting combined together, at least that I had seen. Have you ever considered becoming a mechanic? Not particularly. Not particularly. Yeah, I had some, you know, couple of friends and a much fairer bit of family more interested than me in like cars and such. I'm mainly just interested in them going from point A to point B, mostly. If I play well through distributor, I get a 6-8 taunt, which I think will do.
Steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Now, that puts us in a strong position right now. Guys, tell me soon. I like the sorry cop in Disco Elysium. Miss Ziggy said they had a 12 and 2 9s. The last 4 Paladin. I think you're great. I need more drafting advice from Ziggy on Paladin, I guess. You can check out Ziggy, by the way. Ziggy was streaming Dark Souls 3, was finishing up Dark Souls 3 DLC, and also streams Hearthstone Arena. Ziggy was kind enough to throw us a raid where we're doing the variety stream. And I also want to play the red herring, or am I gonna do this? This is definitely not one of the better Sunwolves I've seen. It has useful stuff, but it's not anywhere close to the best one I've seen.
Initializing descent.
There's the Primordial Protector, which gets us the 10. So that's what we'll take.
Hey, I got you, friend.
I ain't no snitch.
Alright, last time when we did the 10, we got the Jailer as a 10-10, but it wasn't good enough because our opponent already had 2 8-16s and they buffed him again. Oh dear. Oh man! Oh, this is going iffy.
These waters give life.
Your son, welcome.
Going 1-3. Or is this gonna be enough? They've got Infused Frozen Touch. I can't believe they have Arcane Overflow, Deathborn, Ruined Orb, you know. Fireball, too. These are 4 out of the, like, 6 cards we've seen. At 1-2. The worst 10 cost card to get? You can get the 5/4 Rush Knoll. I don't know if that's the worst one, but you can get the Knoll that costs 10 and gets discounted by every spell in your hand. Is what you do for 300,000 subs. Play an extra game of Hearthstone Rain Age Night? I don't know. Yeah, let's play Hearthstone. No, exactly. Yeah, Pickles says retire or run, right? No, I mean, I wouldn't do anything crazy. I wouldn't do anything crazy, go nuts. I don't want to. I don't want to. As long as I got my rocket car and my solid gold house, I don't need anything else. I'm not greedy. I have to go crazy, don't mind if I do. I made a different Simpsons reference. They're both Simpsons references. Is it gonna ping? Oh, they sure are. They sure are. It's because of my bees. It's because of my bees.
Time runs out on
At least is this. I mean, how long are you streaming a day? How long are you streaming a day? Is that 16 hours a day or what? Because I mean, we already stream. Lisa's all day. Well, I guess they're not always on stream then, because they would die. Well, not unless they're sleeping on stream, I guess. But yeah, I mean that's fine. Yeah, sleeping. Which they used to not let you do, but I guess they let you do now. Anyway, but yeah, no, I mean I guess that's fine. You know, sure. As long as we're just playing Hearthstone during the waking time, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Could that be Vengeful Visage? Where'd that come from? Magic Trick. That could be Visage. Ugh, but what am I gonna do about Visage?
Puzzling.
Because of the loot order. Well, they're just gonna ping the loot order. Unless I try to throw Garden's Grace on it. Oh, okay. It's, it was never. It was never Visage anyway, even though they discovered it. Okay. Oh, sorry, KD redeemed an anime voice chair, which I realized. Would have preferred to have played the Forge Fiend. If I had to test for their trap card. It's very wise, Yugi, you know? Yugi, how do you play around a face-down monster card? What? Yeah, where they put a creature face down, so you don't know where it is. You're not allowed to do that in Hearthstone. What? Okay, well... What if they play a taunt card in offense mode? Can't do that in Hearthstone either. Oh. What if you... Yogi, what if they do a pendulum summon? Yogi, what if they do the pendulum summon? Are you ready for that? I have lethal, Joey. Oh, that's good. Versus lethal, yeah. Offense mode, yeah. Gotta paint those picket minions. Alright. 2 wins, 2 losses. He's worth it. I tried to understand Pendulum Summons, I still don't. He's pretty dumb. Yugi's kind of dumb, because just like me, Yugi has never actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! Except for 1 tutorial match in Duel Links. To make taunts that go on offense mode. When you go offense mode, lets you go through the taunt. I mean, they sort of have. They sort of have, you know. They did it right when the game launched. It's called... Drew of the Claw. Become a 5-6 taunt or a 5-4 rush. There's offense mode. There's defense mode. They kinda did it. They kinda did it. Right when the game launched. Okay. Where'd this come from? Where the heck did this come from? Why does it say I have a new rune spear? No, seriously. No, seriously, why does it say I have a new rune spear? What? Does anybody know why this happened? It happened with the patch today. Why did that happen? This is what? I don't know what's happening there. Why would I ever have a new rune spear? It's very strange and mysterious. Anyway, we gotta take a 3-minute break. Playing for an hour. Small indie dev. Yeah, I mean, it happened with the patch today. I have no idea what's up with that. That's really weird. Very weird. It says, why is Jack the best character in Mass Effect and why? Cause they're hardcore and they don't take guff from nobody? I don't know, I'm trying to give you an answer based on your question. If you... my real answer would be, I'm sorry. Tally's right downstairs, and Tally's waifu for waifu, I'm sorry. As I sort of had new cards that already happened to you tons of times. Alright. Just bolts like a chicken you can fix her. You kinda can. You kinda can. But not if you sleep with her. Not if you sleep with her right away. If you sleep with her right away, you're not allowed to. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's try to keep playing with garbage cards. Yeah, it's weird. We're back. We're back in 3 minutes. Those 3 minutes, I'm gonna go look at pictures of Tally from Mass Effect. Oh, let's get back to it. 2 wins, 2 losses. But hogwash, I see, we did Slytherin. We did Slytherin, which came up at least once during the stuff we did today. And John says, Kirk effect, mission objectives as bad as my aliens as possible. Actually, I did Google during the break. Because I thought it was the case. Is that, even though that's the Kirk trope, but you know, it was the 60s. It was the 60s, and so there are a fair number of alien girls he kisses, but in terms of like actually sleeping with alien women, there's 2 confirmed cases. Which I thought was the case. There's 2. There's 2. Alright. Seafloor. If it's, yes, it's gonna go on right front page for a gallery of Tally reimagined as a furry. Find it. I made that post. Those humans breed with a Klingon. Yes. Yes, it happens in Star Trek Voyager.
Hi, pal.
Actually, it even happens in Next Generation, too. Vulcans and humans can get together, Klingons and humans can get together, Cardassians and humans can get together. Human Krogan. That's the dream. This is a tough pick. So these get buffed, but the Sea Cloud Buckler could be more important. And give us detail count each Star Trek species genitalia in terms of human capability. Very answer. Yeah. I think I've told you they did an episode. They did an episode indicating that, you know, all the humanoid species in Star Trek, or at least a very large portion of them, all came from the same progenitor species.
Need a bit more spice over here.
The Queen's trophy.
Human anarchy. Well, Blasto was sleeping with all the women, and men, and jellyfish. Do you think this? I don't know that that name, but no, never. If they ever did anything about space STDs, not that I can think of. As the security officer in Deep Space Nine is half Klingon, right? This is the engineer. The engineer on Voyager is half Klingon. The security officer on Deep Space Nine is a changeling. Odo. But you might be thinking of Alana. You might be thinking of Alana, the engineer on Voyager.
What'll wet your whistle?
Not on my watch.
The battle! The battle!
So we've been endlessly behind in this match. Our best hope is for Sneed. Sneed to bring us back in a couple of turns after the second Vigan.
Initiating overdrive.
Who's the most randy Pokemon for a Klingon seeking a mate?
Raise me, Hearty.
Yeah, there's I can't look at it right now. But yeah, there's a clip called "Wharf Sexism" in Star Trek. And I might have some stuff about that, but there's one interesting scene where he's talking to Wesley in particular. In particular.
To battle! To battle! To battle!
So if their secret is sticky situation, then this will be a little iffy.
This is my responsibility.
But I'd really like to get rid of this Jolly Roger. It's been so annoying.
I did this. Oh, and that.
But yeah, I think I think if a Vulcan fails to mate during Ponfar, I believe they die. So that one's pretty extreme. I'm gonna kill this one, but they're just gonna get another 2-2. Maybe it's a theory. Yeah, it didn't come. The specifics didn't come up in the episode, but I think you're right. They have 9 damage available on board. We've got this Sneed, but if they go Smork, it may not be good enough.
I do what I must.
Turning tides. We'll switch your life.
Looks like they're not gonna Smork, which hopefully will benefit us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can leave him with just a 4-4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was just joking. No. I was joking too. I was saying, you know, the specifics of how Spock would die, I don't think comes up. But now there's one hilarious line. I don't know how quickly I could get the clip, but one of the best bits is, even though they talk about much more freely later in Star Trek, the first time they bring up the Ponfar and Spock needing to go get it on, he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk about it. He says it's a Vulcan secret. And so, but he has to tell Kirk, because Kirk won't take him back to Vulcan unless he explains it. And so Spock's line is like, you know, it is a private matter. It has to do with Vulcan biology. And Kirk's response is, you mean the biology of Vulcans? It has to do with Vulcan biology. You mean the biology of Vulcans? It's great. It's a great nonsense line.
Not on my watch.
You mean I forgot my line? Padding episodes out, yeah. Is this sad?
It has to do with biology.
What?
Biology.
What kind of biology?
Vulcan biology.
You mean the biology of biology? Biology as in biology.
This is a meme edit. This is a meme edit, but yeah. See if I can find the actual audio. Recorded with Screenomatic, this one says. It's a puke GG. Hey, we made up the global average. Made up the global average of this deck that I thought would get like 7. I'm not sure if we ever got to dedicate a win to Finn and Beeb with the 5 and 7 months of sub. I do appreciate it. Right on. Is this... Does this have it that says recorded with Screenomatic? Let's see.
Has to do with biology. What?
What?
Biology.
What kind of biology?
Vulcan biology.
You mean the biology of Vulcans? Biology as in reproduction? What kind of biology?
Vulcan biology.
You mean the biology of Vulcans? What kind of biology?
Vulcan biology.
You mean the biology of Vulcans?
Alright. 3 wins, 2 losses. Bro, that's what he said. Spock. Yeah, that's what I said. Every time you go to the menu, you worry of the risk of accidentally conceding. Yeah, you know, it was even easier in like the first year of Hearthstone because the concede button just looked like the options button. I don't know when they patched it, but at some point they changed the concede button to red pretty early on to try to help people avoid that mistake, and they also put this gap. I believe that gap was not originally there. It was just concede and then options right next to each other, and they were both just tan instead of concede being red. So they tried to reduce the odds of doing it. I think I'm keeping that suspect a little bit. You see the captain's all spot fixes at that moment. Yes, good to see Alex. Hope you're doing well today. And yeah, it was, why was this down? This is nonsense. Yeah, it's incidentally, you know, it's one of the most iconic episodes of the original series. It really is.
Me not shady.
A mock time. Yars is A there with the first time chat. Good to see you. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. Get this moon catcher, but we don't have our dredge. Okay. Almost got our bigot infused. Almost. I guess I'm just gonna divine shield a dude. Honestly. Yeah. If we can get the 3-2 killed, we can play the biggin. Slightly off curve, but hopefully it'll still be strong. So, you know what it's weak to, though? It's weak to Possessifier. Oh, okay. Huh. So do I want to trade in Devouring Plague, or do I just want to play the biggin?
This is my responsibility.
Is there quality it, surely? I mean, you could equality it, but the Devouring Plague was already working pretty well.
May the light grant you peace.
Not enough mana.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Battle!
Thanks for that.
I want to use these emotes a little bit more because, you know, we could die at any time. We could die at any time and be done with this new Leeroy for the moment.
All I can eat. Cheers! The battle. Let the dead rest.
There goes my attack buffs and my divine shields. Still ahead on board, but we're a lot weaker than we were. We're trying to draw any card except Garden's Grace. That was strong. Got my buffs back. I got my buffs back. Originally, we were just gonna play Red Herring, but swapped to that Divine Tool.
Leave bones, please.
Still trying to draw any card but Garden's Grace. Thank you. So this can get the Sunken Mooncatcher, but this can summon a 10-cost minion. And actually, I might get a 0 mana Garden's Grace. 1 mana. 1 mana, not quite.
Let the dead rest. The battle.
We got 6/6, we got 8/8, we got 2/4, we got 3/4. They only have 4/5. Why is Buffet Biggin not an undead, but Geist is? It has to do with biology. Shadowlands biology. You mean the biology of the Shadowlands? They're dead on board. We can go way over lethal with Garden's Grace. Because the Priest of the Deceased isn't undead, which I find confusing. It's still a Shadowlands card. It's still a Shadowlands card. It's incredibly confusing. It's incredibly confusing, I agree. But, you know, they said that, because the whole Shadowlands expansion is in the Shadowlands, the land of the undead, or Castlanathria, rather, you know, they said they didn't want to just go through and make, you know, Anonymous Informant is dead. Priest of the Deceased is dead. Sketchy Stranger is dead. They said they did, but, you know, the Volatile Skeleton they're cool with. But yeah, they said since, you know, everything in the expansion pretty much is dead. But they, like, this one they did make undead because it's a Forsaken Spirit? I don't know. I don't know. And the ghosts are fine. It feels like very arbitrary decisions, you know? This one has, you know, glowing eyes and you know, like, ghoul teeth. Not an undead. Not an undead. Same with the Scuttle, you know? It's got a glowing eye, it has the skull nose. Not an undead. Sinrire's ghosty, so apparently it's fine to be an undead. You know, Bog Beast has a visible skeleton! Not an undead. Not a beast either. You know. Yeah, I agree. I agree that it is too confusing for new players. Sylvanas is in the Shadowlands, but Sylvanas came to the Shadowlands while she was still alive, and she's a Forsaken, so she gets to be undead. It's very confusing. It's very, very, very confusing. There's a skeleton inside. There's a skeleton inside you right now. 4 wins, 2 losses. Yeah, undead means died, but race slash Remedos, Shadowlands is the afterlife. Yeah, it's still very confusing visually though. It makes sense within the lore, but anybody playing a card game that just cares about the art instead of the lore, it's very confusing. I think Bog Beast should be an elemental. And out there, dual class could be an elemental undead. Thanks to Equinox with the follow. I appreciate it.
Leeroy versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I am so pumped for this game.
Good to see Dan Fuller, by the way. Dan Fuller streams Hearthstone Arena if you haven't checked him out before. Yeah, the dead Joker says they have some authority on the matter of what's undead and not. Sounds right to me. We drew the Kings. We'd prefer not to draw the Guardian's Grace because it's our Primordial Protector card. I think I'm gonna play a Noyotrod because I'd like to try to get the Scorpid down and then Divine Shield the Scorpid, but we'll see if that works. Here's another mage. We fought a mage at 1-2 and survived, despite the fact they used Arcane Overflow and Deathborn and Fireball and Ruined Orb. We survived that 1-2 mage, but can I survive a 4-2 mage? The blood. It's blood. What's Guardian Grace do? It gives like +5/+5 in Divine Shield, and it gets cheaper for every holy spell you've played. So it costs 10 by default. But if I play Seal of Blood and Kings, it'll discount to 3 mana. Because they'll reduce by 4 and reduce by 3. But mainly it's just a 10 mana spell, which means that Primordial Protector can draw it and summon a 10, like we did in the other match. So the Buffet Biggin is not ready to go. Kings is ready to go. I'm gonna save if you Volcamancy the Scorpion, does everything on board die? Yes. Yes, 99% sure. As long as it doesn't have, like, Divine Shield. I talk about Biology Full trailer. For a mock time, I'm almost positive I've got that one. I'm almost positive I got that one. I've got the 2006 version. I don't know if I can get the classic 60s version or not. I can try. Let's see if anybody got it. So we can go here, and I could well through distributor, put 5 attack on this and go face, but only can just ping that. That's not too enticing.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. This could go pretty terrible. I promise to try. Just try to try. Oh, or do not. There is no try. What does that mean? How am I supposed to do so without trying it? Actually, that would never made sense to me either. Guess I have no idea how many expansions I've missed. What's the matter right now? Should I come back from Snap? Well, it's standard. It's standard. It's the biggest standard ever because we've got all 6 standard expansions plus all 6 mini sets, which has never happened before. So it's a fairly wide diversity of cards for standard. So if that appeals to you, could be worth trying. But you know, if you're enjoying Snap, I don't know. You could keep snapping. I quit Snap. But I'm glad you're still seemingly enjoying it. Oh, shoot. Ah! That sucks. That sucks. Well, they've got 8 cards to react to it, but if they have 0 reaction here, they're dead. Seems unlikely, but...
Hey, what are you all standing around for?
Guess we're just gonna summon our 10. I got some type of rush. Oh, I thought... Oh, no, I did... what happened was Guardian's Grace went to 0 mana. I see. I don't think there's an incentive to play Guardian's Grace on this turn. This is Thaddeus. I love to see it. We mentioned it earlier. We mentioned it earlier when I got just the 10-10. Hear the strings of the trill. Yeah. Kefka redeemed it. I've got the, like I said, I've got the 2006 remaster version. But people tend to prefer the old school trailers. They tend to prefer the old school trailers. Because they're a little wackier, usually. Alright. Star Trek Show Day, only one a day, although maybe we'll play 2, because sometimes I like to compare... Sometimes I like to compare the classic trailer to the 2006 trailer. So yeah, this is a mock time. This is a mock time, one of the most influential Star Trek episodes, I suppose. You see parodies of it all the time, with their big American Gladiators fight. And sometimes it's, you know, referenced even within Star Trek itself. They recently did an episode called Spock Amok instead of Amok Time in Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Captain's log, stardate 3372.7. First Officer Spock seems to be under stress.
I just love that cut.
Officer Spock seems to be under stress.
If I want anything from you, I'll ask for it.
If you don't get him to Vulcan within a week, 8 days at the outside, he'll die.
I await you. Who
There
is
it is, Glavy.
My wife.
He'll die.
She chooses the challenge. We will choose thy champion. This one.
Oh, there's
This combat is to the death.
Looking for my Vulcan wife. That's something Simpsons, yeah. They did it on Futurama, too. Alright, let's look at the 2004 version. Or sorry, 2006.
It's a ritual shrouded in mystery.
Spock, I await you.
When a Vulcan must find a mate.
We are driven to return home and take a wife.
Or die.
We've got to get Spock to Vulcan.
But a shocking turn.
So yeah, so in 2006 they did these digital remasters. So they put the, you know, this is all new visuals. This is all new visuals with the big bridge and stuff.
But a shocking
So this is all CGI visuals they had in 2006.
turn.
You will have to fight for her.
Pitch Spock
I make my choice. This one.
against Kirk.
Spock! No!
Star Trek.
Boldly go again. Alright. Very influential episode. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to bed now. It's my heart rate's through the roof. Ba 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 da da da. Look like he talks about Spock dying. Right. So somehow they made it kind of wacky, but make it super dramatic. Next generation is check them out. Run rampant for a weekend. Which is what they do. Which is what they do in episode Voyager. If I recall correctly. Because there's an episode where Tuvok goes through the Ponfar, and I think the resolution is they just make a hologram of his wife, and they're like, okay, get to it, and then he's fine. I think that's how they resolve it. I think. Been a while since I've seen that episode. Oh, you're Mach Tulik. That's a peak quality. Never got better than that in life. I can coin loot order, but all they have to do is hero power. Guess we have to wait till next turn and go. Loot order, coin sidekick, or just Muckborn. They're gonna get another adventure in the meantime. Just got big over in that one. They talk about the holodeck cleaners on Star Trek Lower Decks. They do. Just are you committing for Dia? I don't know. I don't know. It's such a terrible move to make. Because, you know, you could just 50-50 endure in the future. And, you know, the rumor is she's terrible. So it's like I will never financially recover from rolling for Dia and then just getting like a free copy later from a 50-50. But I like her so much. She's my favorite design ever. And they gave her a Star Wars line. I mentioned on the Discord. I think I added John. They gave her a Star Wars line. How can I don't know. I don't know. I shouldn't get Dia right now. I should wait for a 50-50. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Where's the... I grabbed the trailer just so I could show this to anybody. Just so you can... Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's such a bad banner 4-star-wise. I don't know. Right now I'm saying I'm not gonna do it, but I don't know. I might give in. I might give in.
I only need one shot. Sorry, Squishy.
Everyone actually covers the most melodramatic thing I think I've ever heard you say. Well, it's just a reference to that Tiger King show or whatever, right?
Easier to draw blood than staunch.
Mind if I roll knee? Hey, give me that!
Did you watch Tiger King? No, I never did, but you know, it was impossible to avoid that name. Is it bad? It's 50-50? I've been away from Hearthstone too long? No, this is the big anime. This is the big anime. He's reading the synopsis for that Tuvok episode. It's amazing how much they fit in. They have like 5 different plot lines moving in parallel. Yeah, it's very, very common for them to have an A plot and a B plot. A C plot is less common. And a D plot is very rare. If they had an E plot in that episode, whew, that'd be almost unheard of. Samson, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here's the audio warning. This is a little loud. A little loud, but yeah. They put a Star Wars line in the trailer for my favorite Genshin character.
Time for talks over.
Boring conversation anyway.
They threw boring conversation anyway in. They threw the Han Solo line in.
Boring conversation anyway.
I like her design so much, but she's supposedly a terrible investment. Supposedly. I don't know. I don't know. I may need to buy her, because I like her design so much. What's the big anime? There was. There was. Sometimes we pay dearly for things we love. But sometimes you can just get them for free later. Here looks like the protagonist's new Fire Emblem, just the other primary color. Well, it looks a lot better than red and blue together. Let's do this. It's Dea. It's Dea, the Flame Mane. Trench with the big fur. She's got real ears, though. She's got real ears. Good to see Tarantula, by the way. Tarantula's from South Australia and sometimes other things. Tarantula's streaming Dead Space 3 remake not too long ago. Make her like someone fingered and then hold each throne. Yeah, I was not into that Fire Emblem design for sure.
Time waits for no one.
Frost Wolf Kennels. Okay. What are we gonna do? We got 6 mana. We can go Sidekick and Bomber, Protector.
Not on my watch.
Let the dead rest. The battle. The battle.
Hey, I got you, friend.
One thunder get you after I'm done.
That clip always bugs out the first time. I just gotta press it though when we do the Divine Shields across the board.
Ray shields. Red alert.
Raise shields, red alert. Alright, well hopefully they don't have Spam the Arcanist like that other opponent. One of the only things a druid could do, right? If he uses that accomplishment, get shit back. No, it's just that, let me see if I can bring it back up.
Just keep casting.
She's got those big things that look like cat ears. But it's just her hair. It's just her hair. It's the anime air vents. She's got real ears. She's got real human ears here too. She's got fake cat ears, fake fur. Tarantula's posting the fur, but they're fake ears.
The battle.
I want to hit that stealth. I want to clear their board if possible. Although, could I just like kill them? I don't know. You know what? Nice, I hit the stealth anyway.
It's going to be okay.
The battle. This is the best.
I got 12 health left. They got 16 health left. We're showing 18. Someone says, I never see this video. It just says, Happy Tuesday. New skin today. We got this new Leeroy skin. Oh yeah, just all the variants. All the variants on Stormtroopers. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Join the spirit.
It's going to be okay.
The battle. Let the dead rest.
Alright, 6 wins. I called this a 7 to 8 win Paladin. We were down in the dumps at 1-2. We've made it to 6. 20 minutes worth of stormtroopers. 6 wins, 2 losses. Did you watch the whole thing? Did you watch the whole thing, or did you, like, just find that? So I'm curious if they mentioned the space troopers. The space troopers only come up for 3 seconds, and you can hardly even see them. Just found it. Okay, I wonder if they mentioned the space troopers. Because the space troopers, they barely exist. Can I find a picture of the space troopers?
I am so pumped for this game!
Yeah, exactly. So... This is a good hand. The only time you see the space troopers, and you barely see them. Imperial space troopers, so they do mention it, good for them. Good for them. When the Millennium Falcon is being brought in with the tractor beam to dock at the Death Star, you can see these two space troopers at the bottom, pointing at it coming in. That's all they do, and it's barely in the frame at all. But they have this special backpack on, and they're walking around in space. It's just like the standard Stormtrooper uniform, but they have a unique backpack, and so they're the space troopers. Come up for 2.5 seconds. Watch I do this. Everyone Paladin drafted what seems to be a great mage deck. Currently it's 0-2. Tell me what to feel. I say that you should feel a last desperate gasp of hope that you will recover, but hopefully that hope will not become despair. So I can get a 4-mana 5/5 suspect, which would be really strong. I can get a 3-mana 5/6 embalmer, which would be quite strong. Or I can take Sneed, which the advantage is it means Sneed doesn't get stranded at the bottom of the deck, but I don't know, picking the 8-mana 10/10, it's pretty slow. This also says that, is that Fire Emblem? Game itself's kind of fun until it gets too easy. You can't turn the difficulty up to maddening, similar to XCOM, but like XCOM, you could crank the difficulty up once your units became OP. Moon says, my first pick on Arena is Wildfire or Jarn Sweeper in your mage. What would you pick? I would pick Wildfire, personally, because I feel like a lot of games are going pretty long. I think there's time to take advantage. I think there's time to take advantage of Wildfire right now, but if you get some dredge, then Sweeper can be quite good. And John says message keeps repeating regret, which is apparently a Halo 2 thing.
The culprit was not tidy.
I had to Google. I said, do you want to build a snowman? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We could Divine Shield and go boom boom, or I can play the Scorpion for the mana efficiency right now. Equality can technically be comboed with Sneed, but we're probably playing Sneed on curve. Order in the Court is the big problem with Order in the Court is it draws Guardian's Grace before Primordial Protector. But the Primordial Protector could still pull Divine Toll, most likely. I don't know. A little bit of a tough call. They have 2 Vast Wisdom spells. They have the Snowman that we know they have for sure. We know they have a coin. Let's do a Mac. Oh, the opponent. Yeah, I didn't notice. Maybe did. New developers behind Forspoken have been reabsorbed by Square Enix. Guess that experiment didn't work out. I did not hear that.
The Queen's power is
I did not hear that. Well, what Forspoken developer gets reabsorbed into Square Enix? Luminous. So it was Luminous Productions. I want to see. Yeah, Luminous Productions is a subsidiary of Square Enix. Yeah, that's fine. It was originally known as Business Division 2, kind of like, you know, Hearthstone is made by Team 5. They have so many discovered spells, billions of discovered spells. On February 28th, Square Enix announced that Luminous Productions would reorganize and merge with Square Enix, saying the merging of the two would enhance the group's ability to develop HD games. Huh. I didn't realize that, yeah, apparently they were... Square Enix Business Division 2 was the official developers of Final Fantasy 15. Making textures is the best trick I've seen. HD games, huh? The wave of the future. Business Decision 2. Mr. Square Enix is so sad. The characters, graphics, movies are top tier. Story and gameplay are terrible. Tell that to the dress sphere system in Final Fantasy X-2, which I actually liked. I liked that system. So if I swing my weapon into their face, we're set up to be ready to raise the Divine Shields when we want to. But I do miss out on a weapon attack. I don't know. This swing is a little debatable. At least a little debatable. Then low-res poly games. I don't know. When a low-res poly game be Minecraft? That's super successful. Getting paid for that, Mav? Because I want to cut. I'm sure somebody has it. You know what I would like to do? I'd like to go and look at, and not just like, you know, YouTube videos talking about it. I want to see actual gameplay of the original Final Fantasy XIV before A Realm Reborn, when it was getting 3.6 out of 10 review scores. I want to see some of that gameplay, because I never have. I've heard tales. I've heard tales, but I want to see some actual gameplay firsthand. This draws Guardian's Grace immediately, then it draws Primordial Protector.
Need a bit more spice over here.
Just an MMORPG and not interested. I like MMOs, but now we spend so much time streaming Hearthstone that I can't keep up with any, really. I can keep up with Genshin Impact, because that only takes like 15 minutes a day, but that's all I keep up with off-stream. So a game has you put off you think a game is good just by the graphics. A Golem game looks similar in quality. After they played the beta for FF14, there were way too many stats to choose for me to level up. It took like 30 minutes in town trying to figure out how to get out and start adventuring. Interesting.
Waters give
This is interesting, too. This is, you gotta be a Diablo 4 gamer? I mean, I might do a basic playthrough, but I'm very uninterested in looping games like that. We were talking on the Variety stream. I did, I'm considering raising the Divine Shields, but I'm not gonna do it, I'm pretty sure.
So much.
We were talking on the Variety stream. I did put together this image of just my personal kind of gaming priorities this year. I don't think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is gonna come out, but... anyway, but just in terms of priority, I put Diablo 4 on the list of games I care about. I put it at the lowest priority, alongside that Golem game that Blavey just mentioned. So, you know, up at the top is Jedi Survivor that comes out in, like, 4 weeks, and Zelda and Hollow Knight. I hope Hollow Knight comes out this year. It keeps getting kind of pushed back, but I think this will be the year, yeah? That Baldur's Gate remake, it's Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Your Zelda Knight's amazing, that's why it's the top of the priority list. I got faith. I got faith they'll pull it off again. I hope they do. I imagine they will. I'd be surprised if they don't. Apparently we gotta take a 3-minute break after this game, by the way. It says Metroid Prime's missing unless you played it in 05. I did play it in 05. I did. Although, you know, that's long enough ago. I'm sure I've forgotten 90% of the game. But yeah, I didn't list the Metroid Prime remaster. I didn't list the Baton or Baton Kaitos remaster that Just2/Dragon wants me to take a look at. That's why Star Trek is Tier 2 would assume to be a tough choice. Well, the only trouble is it's one of these new Telltale spin-off developers. And so they've got the aesthetic I'm looking for, which is the TNG aesthetic. And they've got, you know, just Star Trek in general. But you know, if it ends up being terrible, if it comes out and people are like, oh, this is the worst, 4 out of 10. I like Star Trek, but I'm not interested in playing a really bad Star Trek game, you know what I mean? So, it has to get at least half-decent reviews. Yes, I feel like a bad person for not liking Hollow Knight. As well, you should. No, it's fine. Are you just not into platformers, or you know, was it maybe a little too difficult? Because it's not a super easy game, or you just not like the feel of it in general? Was it nothing specific? I hope you could. It could be one of those things where you know. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they got lost in Hollow Knight. It is pretty easy to get lost, especially in the extreme lower left of the map. Yeah, I never played Metroid Prime 2. I played Metroid Prime 1 and 3. I never did 2, which I've heard is also great, but I never did Echoes. And so Divinity 3 was super good. Oh, Divinity... You mean Divinity 2 was super good? So you're hoping... Wait. You mean Divinity 2, right? So Divinity 3 is super good, Larian's earned a lot of goodwill. But you refuse to play anything that's still in beta or open development. No, I hear you, but yeah, the full release is supposed to be this year, right? The full release is supposed to be in August? I think it's the full release. Emphasis 2, sorry, yes, yeah. You confused me a little bit for a second there. We got there together. Okay, so let's... What order do I do this? Divine Toll first, actually, yeah? I believe they're dead.
Raise shields, red alert!
Raise shields, red alerts. I mean, I don't know why we're going to red alert, they're dead. It was this GG both. It's too hard, I'm a god gamer, you know. Yeah, Kibasa just didn't vibe, but it felt a bit repetitive, felt like there was no story. It is, I mean, yeah, the story is largely a vibe. There's infinite way to go. Well, there's blood all over the place. I'm still we get that 7. I said we predicted 7 wins for this deck. I would have started to say 8, then I would have backed down to 7. I got really scared when we were at 1-2, but we recovered. Alright, alright. Yeah. Thanks everybody for the support so far today. Thanks for being here. We'll be back in 3 minutes to close out the deck, or at least, well, maybe we won't if we get to like 10 wins. I gotta look though. Like, is Mandalorian Season 3 out yet? Because Mandalorian Season 3 out, I don't know, it might be a really short stream, but it's not out yet. Alright, we're back in 3 minutes. They introduced me to a number of games I wouldn't play otherwise, including Disco and the Yakuza series. Loved Like a Dragon, which I haven't done myself yet. I might someday. No, Disco. Yeah, they just put out Like a Dragon Ishin, the samurai one, the like feudal one. Ishiwood says, GG, well played. Good to see Ishiwood. You just meant in general, right? I didn't just kill you, did I? Was I playing against Ishiwood? I don't know. We'll be back in 3 minutes, though. You check out Ishiwood. Streaming on Star right now. Alright. Because of the 8 bricks and 7 wins, I could back out to the previous screen, but of course, I would have if I was in the room, but I left the room and refilled drinks. Map says, if you can't get an all night, try Ori. Like all night light with more of a story. More of a story in Ori, huh? Yeah, I haven't done Ori. I own the first Ori. I don't think I own both Oris, but I own the first one. gonna keep the sidekick, but I considered it. Well, sure. I don't know. Depends on how much you value this +2 health. Oh yeah, you should see the cool cup with Toolmac. Oh yeah, we did see it was Toolmac. I know, GG to Toolmac.
It's beyond your comprehension.
Went with the solo play. I might pay for it. Yeah, the Derry Philosopher said they like to school. It's hardcore! Yeah, Silas said they liked the Baton Kaidosh. His favorite GameCube RPG, psyched for the remaster open old zip. The original had some items improve over real time. A whimsical 10-bit that made it kind of 100% run days long, just waiting for the last time to tick up. Ooh, I don't know if I like that or not. Is it, do they improve in real time only while the game is running? Only while the game is running? Oh yeah, Biocast 9% world records 337 hours. Other categories did 15 hours because you literally have to wait for these things to level up. But I guess is it while the game is running, or is it like run off a clock? While the game is running and not in a menu. Alright, well fair enough then. Fair enough then. I was gonna say, you know, if we tried to stream it and it was based off a system clock, then that would be really easy, because we only play for, you know, a couple hours a day type thing. But if it's based on not that, then I'd either have to leave the game running off stream or something. Yeah, not like Animal Crossing, right. It says, save. Sometimes in Mulligan, I get 3 of my 1-drops. I don't want to send them back in the deck, because I don't want to hold on to 1-drop on turn 10. I should handle it. I mean, it depends on deck structure, of course. It depends on deck structure. I would very often do the same thing, but it can make you run out of cards really, really, really quickly, right? You can be out of cards on, like, turn 3. And that can be a big problem if you're not a Warlock. It does depend if you're a Warlock. If you're a Warlock, it's so much easier to make that choice than any other class. But if your deck is full of card draw and your deck is full of Discover, it also becomes an easier choice. So we could play Leadrin Loot Hoarder, but I really want to go Leadrin Beaming Sidekick Loot Hoarder next turn.
You got the wrong.
And actually, also, we got to look at a little bit about Blood Matriarch with Frequaelthalas, because that could let me do bigger Divine Shield rushes, but I don't think I'll be able to wait that long. I think this is happening next turn, these 3 cards together. Bot has a message about the opponent, but I don't know if I understand. I see the opponent's name, but I don't know. The reference escapes me, I think. Could you picture with the waiting ports while streaming Arena? Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't think I want to do that. Turn in the song. Ah. You have to make a Gessa reference. I couldn't. I couldn't. I want to be thinking about Dr. Dementos. I don't think that was it.
Easier to draw blood than staunch.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Mind if I roll me? Hey, give me that.
It's going to be okay.
Save things for episode and you put sandwiches in. It is, though. I mean, with a W, but sure. Helps you do low-carb diets. It's good. They're gonna throw their frozen touch, right? No, they don't even have to. They don't even have to. Is there a present? I'm terrible at rapping. I'm terrible at rapping. You're getting a gift. You're getting a gift bag with some a little bit of, what's the name I'm looking for? Not wrapping paper. Stuffing paper. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh well.
Hey, give me that.
Is it Divinity 3 under development? Well, I mean, let them finish. Let them finish the one they're working on first.
Not on my watch.
It's going to be okay.
Tissue paper, yeah. Isn't there another term? Isn't there still another term I'm looking for? It feels like it. Maybe I'm wrong.
On my watch.
Sid talks about look good, but please, not about that life. What do you mean? I said do a lettuce wrap. What's wrong with the lettuce wrap? What are they working on? I mean, is it Baldur's Gate? No, that's why I said let them finish what they're working on.
This is my responsibility.
It's going to be okay.
Apple lettuce? Oh no, that's got too many cups. Now what are they gonna do? There's very little juice in this apple lettuce. Are you going for there's very little meat in these gym mats? Is that what you're going for? Because I understand it if that's what you're going for, but you've changed like 4 words, so it disturbs me that I get it. That's a good catch, right? You've changed almost the entire thing, but I still get it. Ooh, rush.
Underfoot.
This is called tissue paper. I'm not gonna use clicks. Well, but you know, they make it in like colors. They make it in like colors for gift bags. Yeah, I guess it is still just tissue paper. For some reason, I thought there was another term. Still thought there was another term. I don't know. Gift tissue, maybe. I don't know.
Time runs out on me.
Hope they don't hit the 4-2. They didn't hit the 4-2. Okay. So here's the great thing. Here's the really good news. If we use Divine Toll, we can also use Guardian's Grace, just like that other game. Shoot, I mean, wish that had got hit one more time. Now I have to sacrifice the 8-6 to it. Oh well. No, wax paper? No, I don't think so. I mean, you could try to do the face damage. You could try. Alright. Oh man, more green. That Primordial Divine Toll Guardian's Grace pretty nuts. And yet, we're still not exactly in a winning position when they've got Frozen Touch, and that's all they need, really. Yeah, besides, you could try Trust and Oil to tank 8. I was down to 1 mana. I couldn't do it.
Unforgiving struggle.
Please, trouble is forbidden.
Reporting for Master Beast.
Now I'm at their mercy. I'm completely at their mercy, and they can freeze our 1310 if they can't just deal with it. Double trade and not use the second spell. Pretty sketchy for sure. That's pretty sketchy. That's pretty sketchy to not use the Divine Shield plus attack / health. The equality doesn't help us. They freeze the 1310 as expected. So, oh no! Now they got like extra frozen touches, and I don't even know what else they got. I think they have an extra Drake Fire. Alright, well at least we got to 7. At least we got to 7. We started 1-2. I predicted 7 for the deck. We hit my expectation. As soon as we started, I said, can we beat mages with all their, like, discover power? I said no. This is the end. Okay, well, I can Plague Strike this. And trade into that. I mean, they got 2 frozen touches. They got 2 frozen touches. I just hope they take their turns quick. I could just concede. That's in French it's called silk paper. So I think French people are too fancy. I don't know, I like that better than tissue paper. For the gifts. Give us a spam and emotes. How dare you spam Frozen Touch off Savara? How dare you?
You're the MVP!
Runs out on you.
Dude, like 2 days ago, Savara's with Frozen Touch? I sure did. I sure did. We had Diamond Savara, though. They don't got Diamond Savara. They just have normal Savara. Psh. Worthless. Worthless. I'll concede about 12 seconds from now. About 12 seconds from now, we'll concede. Thanks to Cow with the 7 months of sub as we get 7 wins. I dedicate the whole 7-win run to you, because we're not going to be able to dedicate a win to you.
Excellent decision.
Very, very appreciate 7 months, 7 wins. Got the infinite. It's other games here where I had 6 Frozen Touches in hand one game where I lost. I didn't have time to use them. I mean, their hand is literally 3 Frozen Touches. Is there any reason to stay in this game? I've got Sneed in the deck that won't really help.
Steal from the rich.
I have a Venomous Scorpion, but what could that ever do for me in Paladin? Can't discover, you know, a Rune of the Archmage.
Error. Hot bucket.
Brawn. Oh. So they got Brawn on board and they're dredged. Again, there's really no point to staying in this. I'm just looking at the Venomous Scorpion. I'm like, I don't know. If I got like Venomous Scorpion immortalized in stone, could that ever do anything? Not anymore.
Let's try that again sometime.
Is man at 3 a.m. or still every day? I think it should be up, you know, if they do it like Kenobi, it could be up any minute. If they do it like Kenobi, it could be up, you know, 12 minutes from now. Because Kenobi went up pretty early. It was a nice run. Good night for me. Thanks for being here, Glavy, for the stream here, and for the save variety. And for Vulcans exploding when they don't get it on. and for the sub. And for the sub. See, Vulcans exploding is more important, but... And for the sub. The 53 months of sub, I believe, because I said it was 1 month more than one for every week of the year. Always happy to have you, Glavy. Always happy. If we want to win, and we want to do leaderboard competition, we should take Paladin again. But I think I'm going to take Death Knight. Death Knight is approximately 3% below Paladin, which isn't all that crazy much worse anyway. So, you know, we can mix it up. And I want to still keep getting Death Knight wins anyway. We're up to 413 Death Knight wins. We're less than 90 wins away from getting golden Death Knight hero power.
Nothing shall prevent me from having my revenge.
I was gonna like Death Knight. Do you not? I don't know. I think it's more interesting than Demon Hunter. Icy Touch versus Anti-Magic Shell. I don't like Anti-Magic Shell very much. Sidekick can work if we go like Double Blood and get Corrupted Ashbringer. But I don't think I'm... Well, I don't know. We could think about Sidekick. I feel like if I pick this, I'm gonna get no weapons. I'll take Icy Touch. Icy Touch is pretty good. It's just not crazy good. Treasure Guard's fine. Don't like Gangster. Glacial Advance, you know, they nerfed it to reduce the cost of your next spell by 1 instead of 2, which is a pretty big deal. Honestly, I'm a big fan of Ram Commander. It gives you a lot of corpses if we get any corpse stuff. Took Ram Commander. Take a Dredge over an Ice Hoof to control our draws. Soulbreaker, there's a weapon. I really like Traveling Merchant, though. See, because Soulbreaker so often is just Fiery War Axe, and genuinely, I like Traveling Merchant more than Fiery War Axe. Death Strike, though. I'll take a Death Strike. Draw Frostspell, though, is actually pretty okay. I've got at least one. Gonna take Death Strike. Alright. Peasant versus Pack Mule. I'm gonna take Pack Mule. I feel like Peasant is too easy to kill. Noxious Cadaver is really good. Smothering Starfish is very interesting, though. Another Death Strike. So we're only on single blood right now. We've taken 3 rune cards, but they're all single blood. We're not locked to our other 2 runes at all. This time I'll take Peasant, though. Even if it's pretty easy to kill, I think I'll still take it over Sidekick and Panther. Acolyte of Death is crazy good. It'll put us on 1 blood, 1 frost. I like Tenacious to a degree. I like Stubborn Suspect a lot, but after Friendly Undead dies, draw a card. This is just kind of indispensable. Armor is really good. I don't want to go double frost, so we're not going to take Harbinger of Winter. Let's take... I think we'll take Reveler, but yeah. You could think about Gold Road Grunt. I've had a lot of aggressive opponents, and this could help slow them down. I don't really have high rolls with Reveler. It's kind of expensive at 6. Maybe I'll take Gold Road Grunt. Maybe. Bonebreaker's really good. Big fan of this card. Direwolf's quite good. Take it over Arcanist. Tay says hello. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Last time Tay said I was cool. I didn't believe him, but I appreciate it. Sketchy's really cool. Speaking of cool things, Sketchy's really cool, but I still want a second Acolyte of Death. Has anybody drafted the Death Knight Colossal yet? I certainly haven't. I've like discovered it or something a couple of times. No, I've got off Press Store. I've got off Press Store as a random dragon once or twice. But I've definitely not drafted it yet. Azure Drake. I do have at least a couple of weapons, or maybe just one weapon for the Ratchet, but now we're going Azure. Take a Bloodguard over a Gold Road Grunt number 2. I like Bloodguard a lot. I think I take Sky Talon. I don't hate Scalebane, but I think I'm going to take Sky Talon. To be responsive. I take it back. I'm going to go Scalebane. It's close, though. Battlemaster, Banshee, Acolyte. Banshee, obviously it's its best in Death Knight, but I still don't think it's all that good. I will take a Battlemaster, even if I'm not a big fan of that card. Wow, 3 Acolytes of Death. Right now, I mean, right now, this is the win condition for the deck, is just being able to draw a bunch of extra cards with these 3 Acolytes of Death and, like, our hero powers. Blightfang is insane. Blightfang is insane. In fact, I should be posting more videos to the YouTube, but yeah, if you haven't seen it, like, on the break screens, like 2 weeks ago, the latest thing I put on the YouTube was the Spider. Was the Blightfang Friendly Neighborhood Death Knight Spider deck, which had Blightfang. And Blightfang's just crazy. Much better than Frost Whisper. We get too many 4s for Kazakus. 4th Acolyte of Death? Wow, that's super weird. Bodybaggers. I mean, Bodybagger gets so much extra value right now because it has the Undead tag, and I've got 4 Acolytes of Death. I'm gonna take it over Gold Road Grunt number 2. Dark Transformation's really good, and it gives an undead type thing. I mean, it turns an undead into an undead, but still kind of relevant with Acolyte of Death sometimes. That's the Repulsive Gargantuan is undead, but I still want Dredge and reduce the cost of a card, I believe. Venoscorpid, Discover the Scourge, maybe, if we're lucky. Heartstrike's good. Skeletal Sidekick is good. I would almost always take Heartstrike here, and I think I'm gonna take Heartstrike, but the Skeletal Sidekick's an undead. And I've got 4 Acolytes of Death. Yeah, I don't know. Swayed me. Rhyme Sculpture's a great card. It's our second to last card. Last card. It's almost definitely Street Sweeper. Yeah, this deck isn't desperate to, like, get ahead instead. It's desperate to draw cards. There are a lot of secrets around for SI Infiltrator. I think we're gonna take Sweeper. It's ever so strong in Death Knight. Yeah, I wish we had more of it. Infiltrator's pretty good with all mage secrets, yeah, and the sketchy secrets. The sketchy secrets in general. Still went for the Sweeper, which I think is more generally useful, but yeah, the Destroy Secrets is more useful than usual. So yeah, I mean, this deck got Blightfang, it's got 4 Acolytes of Death, and it's got to Discover a Spell, and that's mainly it. We have lots of decent cards. We've got lots of decent cards that matter. Specialist and Armorer and Bloodguard and Scalebane and Rhyme Sculptor and Dark Transformation and Bonebreaker. We have lots of very good cards, Death Strikes, but the cards that are gonna probably win the games for us are Blightfang, the 4 Acolytes of Death, and the Scorpid. Honestly, I could see some of these games being losses because I go Fatigue. The opponent is able to outlast everything in this deck, and I just go Fatigue. That could happen. That could happen with this deck for sure. I wonder if it will. They've discovered it before, it's decent. We're on par with better half Colossals. Would still have a Neptulon. Then what, a Scourge, or? Oh no, you chuck it, John, with the new Death Knight Colossal.
You will know endless torment.
Alright, let's change the title. It said new Fanboy Leeroy Paladin. We got 7 wins with that tech. Now we got 4 Acolytes of Death, allowing each hero power to draw a card from the top of my deck. All I got. All I got. So where are you on the leaderboard right now, Save? Last time I looked, I was around number 22. We just got a 7-win run, and my average is like 5.6, so the 7 might very, 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 very slightly improve my average. So I don't know, did we move up? Did we move up? Last I looked, I was like number 22. Right now, I'm number 21. Number 21 with 5.92. It's a pretty thin margin between, you know, number 21 where we are and like number 3. Number 3 is at 6.64. It's a reasonably thin margin right now.
Let's see, what do I take?
I can't play this until 2 turns from now, but I don't think the peasant helps us very much. I do get to discount one of these later. Discounting Battle Master could be good. So number 21, I guess I should be number 17. Number 17 is just above 6, 6.01.
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
Number 1 is at 7.29, which is kind of interesting, because sometimes we see number 1, you know, end up, by the end of the meta, being, you know, above 9. Sometimes only above 8, but...
Will the vision not guide me?
One more death can't hurt.
So fresh.
I said, where do I end up on the leaderboard? Well, I mean, where do I want? I guess number 1, but... I'm not taking things quite seriously enough, maybe, to do it, you know. I just picked Death Knight over Paladin. If I was trying to get number 1 leaderboard, I should have picked Paladin. But, you know, we just played a Paladin. We just played a Paladin. I don't want to obsess about leaderboards, personally. I just want to, you know, try to maximize how much fun we're having. So, you know, I do as well as I can with what I'm taking, obviously. But I don't want to obsess about leaderboard. Unless we're already doing really, really well, right? I mean, if we just happen, well, trying to have a fun time, you know, if we happen to be at like an 8-win average, well, then I'll take it a little more seriously, but I don't want to obsess.
I hope this fits on the ship.
Talks about the Wordle thing. I haven't tried one of those in a while. I'm terrible at them, typically. Is it still the active one? I'm so bad, I'm gonna not see chat for a second. First thing I got, I only got one letter on my first attempt. That's no good. Now I got 1 letter on my second attempt, so that's no good. Oh, wait, hold on. I got 2 more letters and they're in the correct positions. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I gotta think about it. I guess I end up not saying the word, right? Because I don't want to spoil it, I guess, for people, yeah? This turn's pretty easy. This turn's pretty easy. Let's just clean up and develop a little more. May have got lucky this time. I got 3 letters in the right space and 1 letter. It could be either one. Oh wait, I think I know it. I think I know it. Da! I got it! I got with one guess to spare. I think I got lucky because I'm usually terrible at those. Eliminated letters, it's not nothing. Yeah. Sometimes I end up using letters of eliminated though because I just can't think of other words.
Ready to fight for a better future? Hope prevails!
Time is against me.
Well, they got more cards than me, but we got the Acolytes of Death to try to solve that. It'd be really nice if they don't kill this 4-2, so we can draw like 4 cards next turn.
Give me your best shot!
Oh, I get my wish. I get my wish.
The Lich King has given me true power.
One more death can't hurt. One more death can't hurt.
What's interesting is we don't play the skeletal sidekick, because that makes me draw less cards.
Reach for the skies!
You get that much spoilers, but there ain't supposed to be wolves, but says golf. Audio with only commentating spoilers. Yeah. I was just doing it because David mentioned it.
This is our chance!
It landed somewhere, that's right. Somewhere. Who knows where? The Bone Breaker.
I'll make sure you suffer.
This is a very all-in play. This is an extremely all-in play. I think we have to go all in. Using the frozen, the icy touch rather, let me get a +1/+1 on traveling merchants. Like I said, it's very all-in. I thought it was necessary.
The will of the Forsaken is unbreakable.
Easy death strike over there. Well, let's look at Scorpion. I only need 3 damage to kill him. It's not 3 damage. I guess I take the Obliterate for a taunt later. The blood boil helps me a little, but not much. Small mistake here. By the way, small mistake. I could have, I could have taken one less damage if I had thrown the Death Strike after swinging. John got one faster than me. Ugh. Had to show me up. Dualmac with the raid. Generous enough to raid after I beat Dualmac up.